Okay, for the first part of your final exam, it says La familia de Catalina, a new student Catalina, has just moved into the residence hall. Listen to this description of her and her family and decide whether each statement is cierto or falso. If the information is not given, select no se menciona. So just like in the past, I'll play a clip on which you'll hear about La Familia de Catalina. I'll play it through probably 3 times, and then after you've heard it, you're supposed to go through and decide whether or not these statements below are true, false, or not mentioned based upon what you hear. The next section, it shows you La Familia de Pablo. Pablo was asked to write some sentences describing his family tree, but he can't remember all of the vocabulary words. Help him complete the following sentences based on his family. So you look at the family tree and then you say what relationship these people have to each other. Like, are they the mother, the father, brothers and sisters, etc. Okay, definiciones, this is still with the family. Your study partner likes to make everything difficult. He has come up with some tricky questions to see if you know the family vocabulary. Answer each question in a complete sentence in Spanish. So it says, ¿Quién es la madre de tu madre? So you want to say, who's the mother of your mother? You would say like, my grandmother is the mother of my mother. So you just want to make a complete sentence when you're answering back, giving the familial relationship. Here, un día de mi vida en la universidad, you're going to pick the words. You don't need to conjugate or anything. You're just going to complete the paragraph below with the words in the word bank. Como cambian, here we talked about stem changing verbs in class. So your job is to pick between the 2 stem changing verbs given, pick which one best completes the sentence, and then conjugate it correctly using the stem change when needed. Because remember, there's sometimes you don't have to make that stem change. Then down here, stem changers again. This one's a little trickier. You need to read through, pick which word from the word bank best completes the sentence, then conjugate it correctly. Again, these are stem changers. But remember, you don't always have to use the stem change, so only use it when it's appropriate. Okay, sabes identificar el objeto directo. Your roommate needs to write a paper for a composition class and finds that her writing, her writing is very repetitive. Show her how to identify the direct objects in a sentence so she can replace them with pronouns. So you read through each sentence and decide which of these words that you find in the sentence, which one of these is the direct object. Okay, then down here we're going to do the opposite, not the opposite, but we're going to take it a step further. We have a sentence written out with the direct object in it. What you're going to do is rewrite the sentence below, replacing the direct object with its pronoun. So instead of saying Jorge has Pilar's book bag, you're going to say Jorge has it. Okay. All right, and then I think this is the, no, not the last piece. Then you're going to do a reading section. You're going to read about La Familia de José Muñoz, and then you're going to decide whether or not the statements below are true, false, or not mentioned based upon what you read. Okay. Then the personal you've got to decide if, there's rules that we're going to go over in class, but essentially if the direct object of your sentence is a person or an animal, and it's not an idealized or like, for example, it's not, someone that you're looking for in a want ad or a personal ad. It's an actual real person, and it's not following the verb tener. You're going to put an there. So in each of these situations, you're going to decide whether or not the direct object is a real person, and it would require the or if it's not a real person and wouldn't require the or if it's an inanimate object, or if it follows the verb tener. And I'm going on and on a little bit too much, but this is something I'm going to explain in class. So you're just basically deciding here whether to put the or not. And down here, this is vocabulary. Read through these sentences and decide which of these vocabulary words best complete the sentence, and you only use each word once, and that's it.